Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Today we're going to study Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 8. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chaduskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Translation. In order to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I advent myself millennium after millennium. So this should be very motivating, because God Himself is saying, even if religion is lost and the chain of disciplic succession seems to be broken, I will descend myself and reestablish the principles of religion. That means that at any point in time, even in this time and age where everything seems very spiritually very degraded, that there will always be an actual bona fide spiritual path to follow. Somewhere in the world, in some place, I can find it. And that is the motivation or the drive for someone who's in the spiritual path. That is not that, oh, everything is bad. So this time and age we're living in is called Kali Yuga, the era of degradation. So we could say, oh, it's Kali Yuga, so it's all bad, so I cannot follow anything, it's all broken. But no, it's not true, because if we understand this statement from God Himself, at any given point in time, even if it's broken, He Himself will come. And this is called avatar. Very famous word, but it means that when God is in the spiritual world and then descends into this world, this is called an incarnation or an avatar. And many people will try to cheat, saying that, oh, I am an avatar, and they don't have any of the qualities of God. And because people are uneducated, they believe, and then there's another false path. But that's another story. An important thing to understand from the first part of the verse is that Krishna says, in order to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants. So many times it is confused that, oh, then God is partial. He's just helping one person and He's not helping the other one. But this is an incomplete or inaccurate understanding. God, in fact, gives the best medicine to every person, and in every circumstance He will deliver the best solution for every individual. For example, when we see a child that's very rascal, very miscreant, he's not behaving properly, the father can try to speak with him all day and tell him, no, son, what you're doing is bad and you should stop. But the child is so rascal that he won't care. He will still destroy, or whatever he's doing, he will continue. So sometimes just by hearing from authority, from the parents, or by listening or seeing others suffer, is not enough way to learn. And sometimes the child has to be punished that, oh, you cannot go and play, or you won't have this gift or that other thing. And so the child, by punishment, he learns that, oh, okay, I should not do this. And he then corrects his attitude. In the same way, there's many persons in this world who, even though we expose the Vedic knowledge or any spiritual knowledge that's true, that's bona fide, they listen to that and then they say, I don't want that. God is not true. So then they are miscreants, because then they start to behave in a way that's causing trouble to all living entities. Not only they ignore God, but then they start to exploit others just for money, and it just goes downhill. So when a person becomes very, very much influenced by this point of view, or rebellious point of view, then they should be punished. And God comes and then He applies a proper punishment. It's not that God doesn't love them. God loves them, but just the same as a parent, sometimes He has to apply punishment, the same with God. And then it says He comes to protect or to deliver the devotees. So that is the same thing. It's not that He has a favor or He's inclined, that He's partial or something like that. No, the same thing. If a father has two children and one is very well behaved, well, He won't punish him because he's doing the right thing. He's going in the right direction. He would probably encourage him. And it's not that the father loves one son more than the other or anything like that. It's just the appropriate medicine or encouragement to the appropriate person. And that's all. It's just justice. And so we should understand that if we are experiencing a lot of pain and suffering, and we are having a big struggle in life and like that, it means that we're doing something wrong, or that we did something wrong in the past and we're experiencing the results of our activities. And if we correct our activities now and we head in the right direction, then all our previous karma will be reduced and we will see that everything becomes easier. Our life becomes much more clear and peaceful, and we don't have to be so stressed, and everything just flows so much better. Just like when you're in a river, and if you happen to be swimming and there's some current, if you're swimming against the current, it's very hard, very, very, it requires a lot of energy. But if you're swimming with the flow, then you just paddle a little bit and then you're moving quite nicely. So it's the same way with spiritual life. When you're actually hitting the sweet spot, when you're actually inspiring God and loving Him very nicely by your service, then God will give so many nice things in return. And it will be a very beautiful and loving relationship. And then you will see automatically all your big problems and all your stresses and worries very quickly fade away. And that is a very good sign that you're going in the right direction, because you feel this increasing love of God. And there's many spiritual practitioners who experience the opposite because they're practicing a path that's just not helping them at all, or that they're being cheated or something. Then they experience more and more anxiety, or they just don't feel any peace of heart. So then that should be a guidance that, oh, there's a problem, or either my previous activities or I'm not doing something right. A spiritual life means I should incrementally experience higher and higher states of mind, peace, and happiness, bliss, and like that. Not that I make progress and it just goes downhill or it stays the same. It's not I practice all my life and then at the end I go to heaven or something like that. No, spiritual life means I'm always going upward, and I can feel month after month, year after year, that the practice is having a very strong result. I'm improving, I have a better state of mind, better consciousness. And so God is like that. When we approach Him, we get purified, we get elevated, we get better results. And He will in return reward our good actions when we're going in the right direction. And when we're not doing so good, well, we'll get a little punishment here and there. If we're envious or we're full of lust and we can't fulfill our promises and we fail a lot and things like that, well, then punishment will come. Especially if we're offenders, if we're committing too many offenses towards saintly people or towards God Himself, then that is not very good. It's usually a very strong block towards our spiritual advancement. And that is a proper understanding. God is impartial to all living entities. So if you have any comments or questions, please visit our website, thevedicway.org. Thank you. Hare Krishna.